that represents their situation. If you are willing, or if you are the custodial grandparent or parent, and you are willing to participate in this Stop the
Okay, we lost their line again. We're going to come back to them after break. They've got a program. They've filed suit. They need a class action to block the inoculation. And it is forced. They are injecting children all over the country. When the parents find out, they say, oops, we made a mistake. They're telling medical workers they're going to be fired. But then Obama plays the good cop and says, we're not making you take the shots. We'll be right back. Stay with us. Joining us from Panama, General Albert N. Stubblebine III, Dr. Rima E. Laibow, their husband and wife. They travel all over the world fighting the globalist agenda. They have done so much great work, and I wanted to have them back up this week. We're going to take some of your phone calls coming up the next segment, specifically for them on the vaccines, Codex Alimentarius, the New World Order. Whatever you do, just please address your questions to them or make your quick point. 1-800-259-9231. Okay, you got cut off again as we went to break, as you were trying to bring up the No Shots program, and you're calling for plaintiffs, specifically people. Who needs to call you?
In New Jersey, with kids 5 years and younger, because the mandate is very strong that they must be vaccinated with the flu vaccines recommended by the CDC. And the judge, here's the point, when we went to the hearing on November 5th, the judge said, your case has New York plaintiffs, and the New York mandate for healthcare workers has been called off. Therefore, he said, I want to come back in. I want this case in my court, but I want you to come back with New Jersey plaintiffs who have children 5 years of age and younger.
I want to stop you. This is huge. You and Bert are taking incredible action. You're going into the belly of the beast. You file suit, and the New York judge says, yeah, they're pushing it, but they're not forcing it now, thanks to previous suits. Bring me New Jersey plaintiffs. And so in federal court, you need New Jersey plaintiffs, people who've been pressured in public schools. I know we have listeners in New Jersey. They need to go to healthfreedomusa.org, and you can have them given the paperwork. It's very easy because they're trying to set the precedent in New Jersey for future staged events. People want to have a victory against the globalists. This is it. I mean, isn't it, General, you guys are really taking action here.
Well, we're trying to, Alex, and right at the moment we need the help of these New Jersey residents to be plaintiffs in the case. So we need, again, voices.
This is a federal case, Alex, so that if the judge rules in our favor and gives an injunction, it will keep the FDA from releasing any of their deadly vaccines. Let me give you an email.
And this will set a huge precedent too.
Absolutely.
Absolutely can stop the vaccine juggernaut in its tracks. And let me tell you, when the United States cannot proceed with its vaccine program, every other country in the world will come to a grinding, screeching halt. So this is a federal case, but it has global implications. Now, let me give you an email. If you want to be a New Jersey plaintiff, email us at Ralph, R-A-L-P-H, Fusatola, F-U-C-E-T-O-L-A, at USA.net, Ralph.Fusatola at USA.net, or go to our website, healthfreedomusa.org, and scroll down to the lower right-hand side, and there you will see an entry on Stop the Shot. Contact us. This will not cost you money, but it could save you and your family your lives.
And so the plaintiff, all of us, so the plaintiff, and resistance is victory. People always talk about, well, we need to do something. All we talk about is solutions. This is a smart solution. Even if you guys don't succeed, at least you fought. But you're saying you have a judge. It's clearly constitutional that they can't force you to take vaccines. New Jersey's saying they're going to arrest you if you don't give your kids the shots. So anybody being threatened with this mandate, anybody who's got children in New Jersey can be a plaintiff, correct?
Correct. Well, the child has to be 5 or under. Now, it's very important to understand this will not cost you money. This will not endanger you. This will allow you to participate, and the more the merrier, will allow you to participate in stopping the vaccines from being even recommended because they are illegal, they are untested, they are unsafe. Right. So
and if people would have done this with Rick Perry taking that deadly Gardasil shot and forcing it on people, there wouldn't have been all those deaths. We just lay here and go, Rick Perry's our God. He says we got to take it. We do. We roll over and let him hit us.
And I want to know how many of the girls and women who have taken that god-awful Gardasil and now the new one, Cervavax.
This is kind of dramatic how we keep losing him. Can we flip over to the other line every time we go to break? Hannah Montana says all the girls need their shots. Hannah Montana says that we need a global carbon tax. And Hannah Montana says we need to get rid of free speech. All right, we're going to take some phone calls for our guest. I meant to get him up for a full hour and a half and take calls, but we had problems connecting to Central America today, as you've heard. So they got on about 20 minutes late. We'll have him on in a month or so again because he has such a wealth of knowledge. And phone call-wise, Jay, Jeremiah, Paul, Brendan, Holly, and others, we're going to get to your calls coming up here in about 10 minutes, but I want them to be able to finish up with their initiative to fight the vaccines and the reports coming in of it sterilizing, miscarriages, deaths, convulsions. That's now confirmed. And then Desiree, the young lady who was becoming a cheerleader, she was a backup cheerleader for him, she reportedly has gotten better now, so they're not letting folks know about some of the treatments for Guillain-Barré-type neurological disorders. Dale Dudley, local talk show host, #1 talk show host in the morning, 93.7 KLBJ, the FM sister station of our AM affiliate. I've known him for over a decade. He got partially paralyzed after a vaccine a few months later, and they went to the doctors, and they did tests and said Guillain-Barré probably from the vaccine, but he got better. A lot of times you do get better, thank God. So we'll, and that's all over the news that's happening. But I know people. That was a regular seasonal flu shot, so we're going to talk to them in just a moment. Okay, going back to our guests. Quickly, guys, and I really appreciate you joining us. I want to get to some calls to hear their wild card questions that take us in different directions. But you were finishing up with the email address for people that are plaintiffs in New Jersey. And you were going to get into some other key issues about the damage we know the regular seasonal flu shot and the H1N1 are causing. Dr. Laibow and General Stubblebine.
Ralph, R-A-L-P-H, dot, Fusatola, F as in Frank, U, C as in Charlie, E, T as in Tom, O, L as in Lima, A, Fusatola at USA.net. Write to us and tell us if you're interested in becoming a plaintiff, and we will help stop vaccines in the United States and therefore in the rest of the world. It's close. It's at hand. The judge wants this case. The judge was listening. He wants the case as strong as possible. That's why he asked us to resubmit. What an opportunity. Now, if you also want to support us to help us defray the costs, great. On our website, healthfreedomusa.org, there's a link that says donate, do it. But the point is, we need the plaintiffs, and we can stop the shot. Imagine what a tool the genocidalists will have lost if we take vaccines away from them. Imagine.
Absolutely. General?
Principle of war, mass. That means we need...
That means we need to be able to stay connected with these folks. It's kind of fun, though, wondering how long they're going to stay up each time.
We're here.
Okay, you sound great now. Principle of war, mass, General. Go ahead.
You got it. Mass means we put the mass of our force on the enemy's weakness. Right now, New Jersey is the weakness. We need all of the voices we can get to put our mass on their weakness. Principle of war. That's the way you win.
General, what's the principle of war? Just getting angry and deciding you're going to fight. That's the will to fight, isn't it? Don't we need to get the initiative, the will to fight back and grow up?
It's called the offense. It is a principle of war. It's called the offense. You cannot win on the defense. So in order to do anything, you got to go on the offense, and that's exactly what we're doing.
Oh, by the way, the doctor who helped Desiree Jennings so tremendously, who is a colleague of mine whom I've known for many years, Dr. Rashid Buttar, did the ordinary things that doctors like Buttar and myself do when we have patients who are in trouble that the ordinary kind of allopathic medicine has failed. And yet we are the doctors who are under assault. Dr. Buttar has been seriously molested by the state of North Carolina, as have most of my colleagues.